I'm going to show you today how to make a chicken bone broth. Lots of people ask me how I get the consistency I do with my bone broth, and it's really not hard. It's super easy. All you need is a slow cooker. Mine is a 5.5 litre. I'm going to use Apple Cider Vinegar. This is the brand that I use. We're going to use 4 tablespoons for the 5.5 litre slow cooker, and we're going to use around about 2 kilos of chicken feet. I don't want to go under 2 kilos, so if it's slightly over, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so with your chicken feet, simply pour them in. A little shaker. This is the chicken feet inside the 5.5 litre slow cooker. So here is the top rim, and here is the chicken feet, okay? So you can place them all nicely inside if you want, or you can just simply chuck them in, okay? When I cover this with water, I'm only going to cover an inch above the bones. If I put too much water into it, that's really going to mess with my consistency of my broth. Alright, so the next step before I put the water in is to do 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So I use the organic one that's got the mother inside. Give it a nice shake. It's not a scientific measurement, so if you go slightly over, no biggie. Now we're going to add our water. Alright, so the water is slightly above the average level of the chicken feet, and we're going to pop this in the slow cooker for around about 24 hours. I do this outside in the garden shed because it's not the nicest smell. With my slow cooker, I go on a low. If you have a pressure cooker, that's also another option. 24 hours later, this is our chicken feet bone broth, still bubbling away. So this has been on low for 24 hours down in the garden shed, so I don't have to smell the repulsive smell of chicken feet. So a couple of options what you can do from here. You can pick out all those bones, but for now what we're going to do, this is how I do it, is I just get my soup ladle, good, and then my takeaway container. Okay, so you're going to fill that up and then pop them in the fridge overnight, and then by the morning you should have a jelly-like consistency. So I'm going to check back with you in the morning and I'll show you what the chicken bone broth looks like when it's set. Okay, so this is the following morning, so we've let the bone broth set overnight, and when we take the lid off, this is usually what we'll see. We'll see fat, and the fat rises to the top, so you can just scrape that off, and then you have your bone broth. And here is the consistency of our chicken bone broth. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for. If you're not getting this consistency using chicken feet, then what's probably happened is you've used too much water or not enough chicken feet. So just reassess that beginning step, because the ratio between the chicken feet and the water is important. We only want to just cover the bones, okay? And chicken feet are the best out of all the chicken pieces to use, because we're looking for joint bones, because that's where that collagen is. All right.